He won an extended PTQ with a goal.
92 Mercedes? You can go find that for like one.
So the players are rolling here as the at the start of round 3 here with Doug McKay versus Dalton McGivern in a Boros mirror match. One is on Boros Devotion and one is on Boros Sly. I'll take McGivern's deck. You take that one deck. McGivern is packing standard. Okay, well, we'll talk about it later. The match is starting. So McGivern is leading with a Sacred Foundry into play tapped. McKay's going to play a Temple and Scry to the bottom. Those temples that we've been seeing all day coming into more work. McGivern's going to play a Reckoner and get in for 2, dropping McKay down to 18. Or Ash Sell It.
Looks like a very good start for him.
Not a Reckoner. What am I doing?
Very, very good start because McKay had a number of different things he could do. He could have led with a Fire Drinker Satyr or a Rakdos Cackler, or he could have had a Shock for the Zealot. Instead, he's just going to make 3 guys turn 2. Very impressive.
Wow. That's quite the start for McKay. In for another 2 comes McGivern with that Zealot, putting McKay down to 16.
Yeah, I don't think he's too worried because he does get to fire back for 6 potentially.
That is for sure, and that, as anyone that's played against or with Young Pyromancer knows, that is an engine, and once it gets going, it is very hard to stop. And he is going to respect the Young Pyromancer and chain to the rocks it.
He is chained to the rocks.
It is indeed chained to the rocks. Yes, I know you're LOLing at my Reckoner. Cracking back. There we go. 16 all.
Oh, 3 more.
16 all.
Oh, 3 more Reckoners. There's the Magnet Jet and the Scry seems very powerful in a deck with such cheap spells.
That was actually a Lightning Strike.
Oh, it was a Lightning Strike. Okay.
Yes. We're both a little bit off today, but it's only round 3. Give us time. And here is a Hammer of Perforos, giving all of Dalton's creatures haste and giving him the possibility of making 3/3 golems.
Yeah, more importantly, the 3/3s against a pile of 2/2s. 3/3s are pretty good.
And in comes Doug for 4, putting Dalton down to 12.
We've got a Perforos.
There he is. And there is 3 devotion on that Perforos, a little bit short of making him hasty there. And Doug is going to go to the face for 4 here and drop Dalton down to 8.
I like it. Doug's definitely been the aggressor in this game.
In comes Chandra's Phoenix, dropping him down to 2, revealing the Lightning Strike, and that is it. Doug McKay has won game 1.
It's turn 5 for 6.
Yeah, this Boros deck is really interesting. I'm going to want to see more of this. We may have to bring him down here for a deck tech, actually. So let's talk about sideboarding. You want to talk about what Doug maybe want to bring in here?
Yeah, I mean, he has 2 of his own Chains of the Rocks that I could see him bringing in. He has 2 Glares also, Mizian Mortars, potentially 1 Peak Eruption in the sideboard. That seems pretty cool. I can definitely see that possibly to answer Chain to the Rocks. That seems like a really, really sweet way to do it.
Oh, that's yeah. I didn't even think of that. Wow, that actually seems incredibly good.
And 4 Toil and Troubles.
Yeah.
Doug McKay has always been a bit of a build my own kind of deck guy.
So let's look at what Dalton has here, and we'll see Boros Charm, Anger of the Gods, Assemble the Legion, War Leader's Helix, Wear and Tear, Pithing Needle, and Skullcrack. So I certainly like Anger of the Gods and War Leader's Helix here against these aggro decks.
For sure, Anger of the Gods is definitely insane, especially if he gets another draw like that.
Assemble seems kind of slow. Boros Charm could be okay, because, you know, a lot of times it'll come down to a racing situation, and Boros Charm is going to be super good.
Or if he could make a good block and regenerate or something.
And Wear and Tear, I don't really think I would bring in. Pithing Needle and Skullcrack, probably not, but possibilities. But definitely Anger and War Leader's Helix for sure.
Yep. It's like Doug's drawn his hand and he's deciding whether or not he wants it. Well, maybe he hasn't yet. No, he has not. He's taken out what he does not like in his matchup.
Seeing these people play these kind of decks that are just like really super interesting, like a format just filled with devotion decks, is really cool. And we're seeing pile shovels from both sides.
Yeah, hopefully we can continue to get interesting decks. I'm not sure if it's the most interesting deck, but it stands out to us.
For sure. We can get food after this round if it's going this quick. I know, I'm always thinking about food. We got 55 viewers. That's pretty good. We're definitely up from the 5 or so we had a few rounds ago. So keep tuning in, guys. We are just getting started here at this 2K PTQ, and pretty soon we're gonna have some, you know, definite front runners emerging. We're gonna see who's gonna come out of this thing with a invite.
Yeah, in case you're, you know, just joining too, this is Alex Stratton and Jeremy Tibbetts in the booth for the Kirwan's PTQ 2K.
So far, we've seen a mono black mirror match last round with Jackie Lee as the victor, and round 1 we saw a blue-white versus red-white mid-range matchup with Max Teets as the victor. So, as you can see, this is a very stacked PTQ. Lots of players with numerous accomplishments in the audience today.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure so far every round we've had a player who has played in the Pro Tour.
Yeah, Jackie Lee, Doug McKay, Max Teets. Yeah, we've had lots of good players. And, you know, not to undercut any of the locals we've had. Connor Bryant, Dalton McGivern, and yeah, both of those guys, they're very good also. Very good local grinders, players.
Yep, definitely trying to make it onto the scene.
Yeah, and you can see them here
today. Hopefully this can help.
It does not appear good for Dalton McGivern, as he has lost game 1 in a matchup that is mostly about like damage. I mean, like, it's really like based like how quick you can kill your opponent here.
Yeah, potentially. But honestly, going into game 2 and 3, I really like his chances with Anger of the Gods. I think it could really be the defining factor in this matchup.
Yeah, Anger of the Gods seems super good if you're able to, you know, anger away some young Pyromancers, some tokens, burning trees. I mean, let's take a look at Doug McKay's list and see what Anger of the Gods is going to hit.
It kills everything. Literally everything. He has 4 Fire Drain Crusader, 4 Reckless Cackler, 4 Young Pyromancer, 4 Burning Tree Emissary, 4 Chandra's Phoenix. It literally will kill every single creature in his whole deck.
And burning, and what's it called? Anger of the Gods Exiles, if I'm correct. So that Chandra's Phoenix is not going to be coming back.
Correct. Although, if it gets to the point where he is in range, he has no shortage of burn to try to finish the job. 4 Boros Charm, 4 Magna Jet, 4 Lightning Strike, 4 Shock. I think he could definitely provide.
I mean, and people don't think about it. Boros Charm is a lot of damage. When you think of 2 mana for 4, that's a 5th of your life total right there at instant speed for 1 card. Like, people talk about, you know, Lava Axe and Limited, like a 4th of your life total. This card's a 5th of your life total for 2 mana at instant speed. And it does other stuff.
Especially against
Anger.
Dual Lands, you know.
Yeah.
If God forbid he just drops 2 of them, you know, God forbid he just drops two dual lands and pays 4 life, you know, that means 4 Boros Charms is literally all it takes to win.
And we are starting the matchup here with Scry, and I believe both players put their cards to the bottom, and we have a Frostburn Weird for Dalton McGivern.
Card seems very good in this matchup.
Yeah, it blocks all day. Doug McKay seems to be thinking about his turn 2 play. Surely he has something, as this deck is so low costed.
Yeah, maybe it's possible he has another Burning Tree hand and doesn't want to run into an Anger of the Gods.
Yeah, that's very reasonable. It appears you were right, as Burning Tree will hit Flames, not Flame Slash, Lightning Strike, to go straight to Dalton's face for 3, dropping him down to 17.
Yeah, see, so he could very much just be on that plan this game to just try to win with Burn. I mean, he did have some Burn last game too that got that a little bit. Now Dalton's gonna attack here. How do you feel about that?
I think I like this attack by Dalton because
I think it depends on the follow-up. I mean, maybe.
I think Dalton's only real hope is to race in this scenario, and he just got in for 3 there, dropping Doug to 17. So I mean, it's pretty even tempoed. And Doug is going to drop a Temple and Scry again and hit back for 2, dropping Dalton down to 15.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that I would want to be taking the aggressive route in this matchup. I think if I were Dalton. It could just be that he has that kind of hand that he doesn't really have an option.
Well, it's one of these hands, like, this is one of those matchups where you really have to assume which role you're going to take. When you're playing cards such as, Boros Reckoner, Anger of the Gods, and you're playing Ash Zealot in the same deck, you really have to determine what role you're going to play.
Assuming that he put Anger of the Gods.
Yeah. Well, he definitely did.
It's possible that he didn't. I mean, he is definitely trying. Well, he's not attacking this turn.
And Dalton's going to go to 11, but
Warriors Helix.
Warriors Helix is going to put him right back up to 15, but he's going to take...
No, it's not. Doug is going to shock his own...
he's going to shock his own guy, so Dalton is still at 11 here.
Doug with the tricky plays.
That was actually a very good play. Storm Breath Dragon.
Yeah.
Into the red zone for 4.
Yeah, Doug's in he's in rough shape right now.
Magma Jetting finishing off the weird.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough. We'll see if Doug brought in any of those Mizium orders from the sideboard. I believe it's his only actual answer to a Storm Breath Dragon.
Yeah, I would agree.
Outside of double burn spell.
Yeah, and 2 for 1ing yourself against Red White Devotion is certainly not where you want to be.
No, and pretty soon a couple more land drops that might not even be an option.
Agreed. So Stormbreast's going to come across for another 4 and drop Doug down to 9. He is now on the back foot of this matchup, life total wise. Sorry if I'm being a little bit too loud. That's just who I am, I guess. So, Doug is coming across for another 3 here with this Lightning Strike, and he's going to Magma Jet. So that's going to be a total of 5 damage, dropping Dalton down to 6. And he's going to get his Phoenix back. There's the Phoenix coming across for 4. Putting Dalton down to 2 with 1 red mana open. Does he have the shock?
Let's see. This is pretty exciting right here.
This is the make or break moment.
Maybe he might not even need the shock. I mean, yeah, he's at 9. If Dalton doesn't attack here, he could just attack him back for the win if he doesn't have another creature.
Very true. A removal spell or a creature is going to be needed for Dalton right here. He's going to play a Chain to the Rocks, chaining the Phoenix to the Rocks, and not a bad play at all.
No, certainly not.
And he's going to pass back turn.
Which is fair, because, I mean,
And he top decks Glare of Heresy.
Looks like this might be
Getting
for
the
win.
Phoenix back with haste. Attacking. Blocking. Shocking. That is it.